Hey guys, Robbie Webster here, and this is my February 2011 Blu-ray and DVD update. And this month, I feel like I have a lot of stuff. I feel like I watched a lot, but I'm not sure if it's any more than usual. So we'll just see how long this goes. But I'm going to get started now with the Blu-rays. The first one I got is called Get Low, starring Bill Murray, Sissy Spacek, and Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall is actually the main character, but as you can see, there's the cover. Yeah, this is a really good movie. Basically, Robert Duvall's character is a hermit. People tell a lot of stories about him from his past, and he has a lot of secrets that he's never told anyone about, and he basically has just been living in a secluded life for 30 years, and he goes and tells Bill Murray's character that he wants to have a funeral for himself, but he wants to have it while he's still alive. So the whole story is about them trying to set this thing up, and it's just really good. I was surprised. I hadn't heard much of anything about this until it came out on Blu-ray, and then I heard all kinds of people talking about it. So I decided to pick it up, and it was worthwhile. So yeah, definitely check this one out. The next one I got, this is one I've been wanting to see for quite a while, since the Academy Awards last year. It's Crazy Heart, starring Jeff Bridges and Maggie Gyllenhaal. Here's the cover. Yeah, this was really good. It's basically about this fictional country music singer, and I think that they pieced this character together from like 3 real artists. I'm not sure which ones they were. I think I read it, and I just don't remember which ones they were, but Jeff Bridges puts on a phenomenal performance in this, and he definitely deserved to win Best Actor for it. I'm really glad that he won that, and it's cool that he got nominated again this year, but I definitely thought that Colin Firth deserved the Best Actor award this year. But anyways, yeah, this was really good. It just shows like all the... He used to be like a really famous artist, and he's kind of going downhill. He's old-fashioned, and he's doing all of these crappy gigs. And this one guy that he had taught, played by Colin Farrell, he had taught him how to play country music, and that guy ends up like helping him out and stuff. And it was really well done. I really enjoyed this movie, and I can't believe I waited so long to see it. The next one I have, this is one of my favorite Mel Brooks films. It's probably my second or third favorite. It's Young Frankenstein. And this is very, very good. It stars Gene Wilder and Peter Boyle, and it's so funny. It's all in black and white, and it's just, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's a Frankenstein movie like you've never seen it before. Here's the cover. I really like the cover art on this. I hope that this camera angle works well. It's different, but I tested it out, and I thought it looked okay, so you guys can let me know what you think. I like how I can reach my hand here, and it seems to... Well, when I tested it, it seems to work pretty well to show you guys the cover. Next one I got, this is a movie that I went to see in the theater when I was in like 10th grade. And I own it on DVD, and I really love it. It's directed by Clint Eastwood. It's Mystic River, starring Sean Penn, Tim Robbins, Kevin Bacon, Lawrence Fishburne. Really, really well done movie. I think this is Clint Eastwood's best directorial movie. Sean Penn puts on an amazing performance. I'm pretty sure Sean Penn won Best Actor. If not, he was nominated for it. And Tim Robbins did win Best Supporting Actor. I remember watching the Academy Awards that year. That was the year that I think that was the year that Halle Berry won. And then Adrian Brody won Best Actor that year. If I'm right, I could be totally mixing it up. I mean, it was a long time ago. But this was really well done. It's about Sean Penn's character. His daughter is she ends up getting killed, and they're trying to figure out what happened throughout the movie. These 3 boys had grown up together. Sean Penn, Tim Robbins, and Kevin Bacon. They'd known each other since they were kids, and they're all adults now with their own kids. And it's just it's really well done. Actually, it does say right on the cover, I didn't even read it, it says Best Actor Sean Penn and Best Supporting Actor Tim Robbins. So I guess I was mixing together 2 years there, but there's the cover in case I didn't show you. Very, very good movie. I wish Clint Eastwood could have won Best Director for that. I'm not sure who he was up against, but yeah, he definitely did a great job. The next one I got, this one I bought a while ago, and I just waited a long time before I watched it. Lovely Bones, starring Mark Wahlberg, Rachel Weisz, Susan Sarandon, a whole bunch of people. I really don't like Susan Sarandon very much, but there's the cover. This was really, I really like this. It's directed by Peter Jackson. The special effects in certain, like the sequences where the girl's in heaven, like they were really well done. I thought it looked beautiful. Basically, the story is about this girl who is killed, and her father is trying to. He's like obsessing over the murder. He wants to know what happened. Like, I mean, any father would, but he just can't get over it, and he can't get past it. He's always trying to figure out what happened, and basically they show her, and she's already dead, and she's kind of helping her father in a way to figure out what happened to her. And I thought it was really well done. I really, really liked this movie. I thought it should. I'm not sure if it was. I don't think it was, but I thought it was deserving of an Academy Award nomination, especially since they nominated 10 films. This one and The Road, there were two of the films, and Moon. Those three, I really thought all three of those deserved to be nominated, but they weren't. As far as I know, as far as I remember, I could be wrong, but yeah, this was really good. Definitely enjoyed watching that again. Next one I got, this was just okay. I did see this in the theater as well. The only reason I bought it was because it was on sale for $13. It's Night and Day. It came out this was one of the summer movies this year, starring Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. I'm not that big of a fan of Tom Cruise, but I like him a little bit. Even though everyone says, yeah, he's a douchebag in real life, I don't care about his personal life. I like most of the movies that he's been in. This was okay. Cameron Diaz, she's been not very good in this. I think she kind of ruined certain scenes, but it's okay. If you can look past it and look at it as just a action movie, it's just all right. It's worth seeing. I wouldn't pay too much for it if you're planning on buying it, but there's a cover, and it has a nice slip cover, so that's cool. I love slip covers. The next one I got, man, something told me, don't even bother with this movie for the longest time, and I didn't. And then I saw it on sale, and I was like, you know what, that movie just came out, I should just get it. I mean, even if it's not that great. Man, I should have stuck to my original instincts. This might be the worst movie that I own. It was horrible. The Expendables. And a lot of people really like this. To me, it looks like, what's his name? Sylvester Stallone. It looks like he made this movie on his personal computer. I mean, it's horrible. Everything about it is horrible. The acting is horrible, which obviously I didn't expect much there, considering who's in it. You would expect a lot of good action. There was a couple, maybe 2 or 3 good fight scenes, but almost every time it was ruined with CGI blood or CGI laser pointers, like from the guns. Like, you couldn't just shine a laser at their head and it would take 2 seconds. You could pick it up with the camera. You don't have to make it. It's like moving around perfectly, like in this perfect uniform manner. Like, it looks so fake and so stupid. And the other thing I really hated was I'll be honest, I didn't even finish watching the movie. I watched the first 50 minutes, almost an hour, and I just had to stop. But there was this car chase, and it was so obvious, and I'm sure they do it in a lot of films, but they mask it well, they must. But the cars were driving much slower than they showed, and they sped up the film. But the thing is, there would be little scenes, like there was at the same time Jason Statham was in an airplane getting it ready to take off. Well, people were chasing someone, like I think it was Sylvester Stallone in this truck, and they were speeding up the truck to make it look like it was driving faster, but they never bothered to slow everything down when they showed Jason Statham in the cockpit. So he's like moving really fast, like it's so inhumanly stupid. And even the good fight scenes, there was a really good fight scene with Jason Statham and a bunch of guys that were playing basketball. Just the whole premise of that fight was stupid, but it was cool because he was doing some cool stuff. But then some of the dialogue they gave him really ruined it. But anyways, yeah, this movie, don't even bother with it. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep it. I I really don't like it at all. And I'm sorry if there's some of you out there that do like it. I just think it's really, really stupid. So, yeah. And I didn't think they did enough with Jet Li. And the other characters like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis, they're in it for like 2 seconds. And the stuff they actually showed like almost all of the dialogue that those two actors had in the entire movie in the trailer, just to make you think that they're in the movie. They're in it for freaking 2 seconds. They don't even have a good cameo. I don't even know why they bothered putting them in there. Just to get people to watch it, I guess. Alright, and that's it for the Blu-rays. So now I'm going to move on to the TV seasons. And the first one I have, this is the pilot episode of the show Caprica. And I was a big fan of Battlestar Galactica. I'm pretty sure that they edited out a lot of stuff for TV in this. There's just a whole lot of nudity in it. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a really interesting story, and I really liked it. I want to see the rest of the season. I know it got canceled, so it's only gonna have one season. But the DVDs are just far too expensive. They have each half season for $45 on DVD. That's $90 or no, yeah, $90 if I want to have one season on DVD. That's ridiculous. The show wasn't even good enough to get a second season. But I guess I'll just have to wait for that price to drop down before I can watch the rest of it. But it was pretty good. It's set, I think, 50 years before the Battlestar Galactica series, and it's about the families of a couple of the characters on the show and how they were involved in the whole beginning of the Cylons, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of it. So, yeah, that was cool. I bought this for $6, this DVD. I haven't seen the Blu-ray of the pilot. I'm sure the pilot's going to be on the set anyways. I just really wanted to get to watch some of it. Alright, the next series I got, this is one that I watched when it was on TV originally. I think I was in 9th grade at the time. No, I was actually in 8th grade. And I'll tell you why I know that in a second. This was a spin-off of the X-Files. It's called The Lone Gunman. And I really like these 3 characters. I really loved them in the series. I'm not going to give anything away because just in case people haven't watched the series X-Files, if you like science fiction at all, or even just good drama, I mean, watch it. It's a great series. There's the cover. But yeah, definitely watch the X-Files. This isn't as good as the X-Files, but if you're a big X-Files fan, you definitely want to watch it. I just think these are really interesting characters. They're really funny and just cool characters. And the first episode is what I want to talk about. It aired in March of 2001. That's 6 months before September 11th. The first episode is a computer, like they use a computer to hack into the guidance system. Not the characters, but the people that are like the enemy, the bad people. I'll just call them the bad people. They hack into the guidance system of a plane, and they try to crash it into the World Trade Center. It's just crazy to watch. I mean, and it was 6 months before it happened for real. And the crazy thing is, in real life, it was so much more low tech than it was in this. I mean, nobody could have ever imagined. After I watched the first episode, I immediately watched it again with the commentary just to see what the people said. And I mean, they were almost in tears over it. They couldn't believe that what they had put in the show actually pretty much came to life and was successful. Unlike in the show, obviously it didn't actually happen in the show. They found a way to get to fix the problem and everything. But this is a great series nonetheless. It's only like 13 episodes long, and it got canceled. But I don't know if they even meant for it to go over. Yeah, they probably did. They probably wanted it to go longer, but it was good. It's not as good as the X-Files, though. Alright, the next season I picked up seasons 1 and 2 of the History Channel show Pawn Stars. There's the cover. And it's basically about, it's kind of, as almost every reality show is, it's a little bit staged and a little bit scripted. And it's about these people that own a pawn shop. Like, I think it's probably the most famous pawn shop in Las Vegas. It's the biggest one. And they just show all the cool stuff that people bring in. There's all kinds of historical artifacts and just really interesting stuff. And it's really addictive to watch. I even got my wife to watch it, and she's addicted to it too. But yeah, I definitely recommend picking these up if you see them. I bought the first season for $10 and the second season for $15 at FYE, which isn't bad. I think those are pretty good prices. But the next seasons I got, I'm not sure if these are still available at Target, but I saw them originally at Walmart, and they were $13 each. Then I saw them at Target, bundled to the first two seasons bundled together for $12. So that means they came to $6 each. And that's the first two seasons of the Brady Bunch. And I haven't gotten into these yet, but I used to love the show when I was younger. I watched it all the time. It would always be on Nick at Night. Loved watching it. And yeah, if you can find it, if you go check Target, I found this in the back corner again. But yesterday I went back in there and they had moved everything. There's no DVDs back there anymore. So I guess that's not going to be there anymore. I thought it was cool because nobody really knew about it. And there was all kinds of stuff like on sale. I actually got a couple more that I wanted to watch for this update, but I wasn't able to. So I'm not showing them this month, but you'll see them at the end of March. And now that's it for the TV season, so I'm going to move on to the DVDs. And I got quite a few DVDs this month. Not as many as my Blu-rays, or not as many Blu-rays as DVDs. But the first one I got, this was the first time I watched it. And I think this was my favorite movie out of all the movies I watched this month. Well, all the ones that I watched that I had never seen. And it's starring Sean Connery and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's been in any other movies. Rob Brown, I think is his name. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. It's Finding Forrester, and there's the cover right there. And it's about this kid. He's very good at basketball, and he's also very extremely intelligent. He reads like everything that he can get his hands on. And Sean Connery is this famous writer who's like a recluse, and he watches the kid play basketball all the time. And one day the kid's buddies like kind of dare him to go into the house and take something so that he can prove that he went in there, because the guy's like a legend. They say that he's like a murderer or something, and like nobody's ever seen him or stuff like that. And he goes in there and he ends up leaving his book bag, and inside of it the author opens up the book bag and finds all this writing that the kid had done, and he reads it and starts correcting all of it, and he ends up giving the book bag back to him. So the kid they like start to form this relationship together, and it's just really good. I'm not going to go any further into the plot. I hope I didn't give away too much, but this is really good. Definitely check this one out. I love this movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. The next one I got, this is a Clint Eastwood film. As you know, I'm trying to watch every Clint Eastwood movie ever made. I discovered after I started watching this that I had seen it before. My father and I watched it. I think it was on TNT 10 years ago. But it's Escape from Alcatraz, and it's just what the title says. It's Clint Eastwood's character gets arrested, he ends up in Alcatraz, and he tries to escape. And I actually saw that this is based on a true story, and I remember seeing the story on Unsolved Mysteries. So, yeah, this is a pretty cool movie too. Really liked it. The next one I got, this is an all-time classic film, which I hadn't seen until this month for the first time I saw it. It's Robert De Niro in the Martin Scorsese classic Raging Bull, and this was really good. This is probably the best boxing movie that I've ever seen. In fact, yeah, it is the best boxing movie I've ever seen. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen it. This came out in 1980, and it's filmed in black and white, but it's a really great story, really good acting in it, especially Robert De Niro's character. Joe Pesci's also in it. He did a good job, so yeah, definitely check that one out. The next one I got, and the only reason I bought this is just because I saw it. I've always seen it, and I never even knew what it was. But it's a Robert Redford film. It's The Legend of Bagger Vance, starring Matt Damon, Charlize Theron, and Will Smith. And there you have it right there. And I think it's based on a true story, although part of it is obviously a legend. But I think that the three golfers were real. I know that Bobby Jones he's like the greatest golfer of all time, I guess. I don't know a lot about golf, but based on what I've read, he is. And there's another golfer who I can't remember his name, and then there's Matt Damon, and they're all playing in this golf tournament which Charlize Theron's character set up because she's trying to gain revenue to save her father's golf course that he built. And yeah, so they all go head to head, and Matt Damon is he was a great golfer, and he went to fight in the war in World War One. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure World War One, because this is during the Great Depression, so that would be before World War Two. But yeah, so he goes to fight in the war, and when he comes back, he's not the same person. So he doesn't really golf up until this point. So he's like the hometown hero and the hometown favorite, and he's a real big underdog. And it was a good movie, well done. Will Smith plays this caddy. He's like this mysterious guy who's giving him all these good tips and stuff and helping him play well. And I thought this was really well done. I liked it. The next one I got, this is one of the few Tom Hanks films that I didn't own up until now. I actually have another one I have to watch, which I have already seen, but I want to watch it again. This one was Sleepless in Seattle with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Basically, Tom Hanks' character, his son calls into a radio show with like this psychiatrist telling about how his father is sad because his wife died and he needs to find a new wife. And then Tom Hanks ends up getting on the phone. And when he gets on the phone, just by the way he's talking, like all the women, like this is a national radio show, and like all these women hear it, and they want to meet him, and he's getting all these letters and stuff. And Meg Ryan hears it, and she's like, she kind of likes him, and it's this whole romantic movie, and it's really well done. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. My wife liked it as well. So yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. Anything with Tom Hanks is great. The next one I got this for like $3, and the only reason I bought it is because it's Tom Hanks. It's the biography, the episode of there's like a series on the biography channel that are just like biographies about famous people, and this one's all about Tom Hanks. It's only like 45 minutes long. Like I said, it was $3. Oh, it's on A&E. My bad. I don't know. I don't have cable anymore. I don't watch any TV. I only watch DVDs and stuff on the computer. So, yeah, this is cool. It was cool to learn about some stuff that I didn't know about him. And, yeah, I enjoyed that. And it's a cool thing to have in my collection since he's my favorite actor. The next one I got this because of a post that I read on Facebook from Mr. Benji TV. That's his YouTube username, Mr. Benji TV. You might know him from Shane Jensen's channel as well. He's been on some of Shane's videos. It was The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. I remember seeing trailers for this when it first came out. I was really young at the time, and I remember thinking it looked really scary and stuff. It's not really scary at all, but it is like a really freaky movie. Like, it's a psychological thriller. There's the cover right there. It's basically about these kids that they find a map to this island that's like this paradise, and they go there, and there's this colony of people living there, and they're just like treating each other well, and it's like a utopia almost. So yeah, I guess I'll just stop there, and that's all you really need to know. It's cool. It's worth watching. I enjoyed it. And Leonardo DiCaprio is really young in that one. Not as young as like some of the other stuff I've seen, but he's fairly young at that point. Probably 18 or 19 years old. The next one I got, this one Michael Caine won Best Supporting Actor for. It's the Cider House Rules, also with Charlize Theron, and it has Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire is really the main character in this, and I had never seen it up until recently, and I liked it. Certain things about it are hard to watch. It's kind of sad. Actually, a lot of the movies I got, they're kind of dramatic this month, and some of them almost bring you to tears. But this is basically Tobey Maguire is this orphan, and he's born in this orphanage, and he never gets adopted, so he ends up getting raised by this guy, by Michael Caine, who I love. I think he's a great actor, and Michael Caine's kind of training him to be a doctor, training him to take over his position as like the head of the orphanage. But Tobey Maguire doesn't really want to do that. He wants to see the world, and it's just a really great story. I thought it was really well done. Great film. I liked it. The next one I got, this is a childhood favorite. It's also one of my mother's favorite films. She really loves this film. It's Batteries Not Included. It's about these people that are living in this apartment building, and all of the other buildings around them are getting torn down because this big corporation wants to build these huge skyscrapers there, and they're like the last ones left, and there's all these thugs trying to force them out and everything. They're basically at their wits' end. They're about to have to move, and the one guy, this one elderly man, kind of like calls out and says, "Man, we need help." And all of a sudden that night, these weird little flying saucer type things, they're like completely robotic. They come and start doing things, start fixing things, and it's just a really great story, a great family film. I really like this. There's a cover. You can get this for $5 at Walmart. It's very good. I don't know if it's on Blu-ray, but I have never seen it on Blu-ray, so it might be though. This next one is a movie starring Michael Douglas, Don Cheadle, Benicio del Toro. He won Best Supporting Actor for this. I really like this. It's called Traffic. This is actually the first movie that I watched this month, so it's kind of hard to remember back that far. But especially since I've watched like 30 movies this month. But anyways, it's all about drug trafficking, basically, all the way from the top, the guy who is like the head of, I don't even know what his title name is. That's probably not good, but he's the guy who's basically in charge of trying to crack down on drug use, like drug trafficking in our country. I think maybe Homeland Security or something. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I really don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. All the way down to the police officers and even Mexican police officers, and like the people that were trafficking the drugs, and it even shows like the effects that it has on people that they're close to. I thought it was really well made. I really enjoyed watching it. The next one I have is another one that I had never seen. It's L.A. Confidential, starring Kevin Spacey, Russell Crowe, Guy Pearce, Kim Basinger, Danny DeVito. This was really cool. I liked it. I read somewhere on a comment. This is why I watched it. Someone was doing a review of Gladiator, and this person wrote, "Gladiator sucks. L.A. Confidential is Russell Crowe's best film." So if someone says that, I'm gonna at least have to watch it so that I can formulate my own opinion. And this is a good movie, but come on, Gladiator is amazing, and I mean, even A Beautiful Mind is better as far as a Russell Crowe film. But yeah, this was pretty good. It basically shows like there's this crime wave going on, and it just shows how three different detectives with totally different styles take on the case. And yeah, I thought it was really good. I really like Guy Pearce's acting in this. He played kind of a guy that you don't really like too much, but I thought he did a good job. Russell Crowe was cool too. He was like a really badass guy, but yeah, I liked it. I don't know why they show her character on there right up front when she's like not like even one of the main three main characters, but I don't know. I think it pretty much speaks for itself why they did that. She got boobies hanging out. Next one I got is another Russell Crowe film that I had never seen. Also has Meg Ryan in it. It's called Proof of Life. This wasn't that great of a movie. It's okay. It's good action suspense film. But it just wasn't that great. Russell Crowe's acting in it was great, but pretty much everyone else around him was really, really bad. Especially, I'm trying to remember his name. See if it's on here. David Caruso. David Caruso's character was kind of cool up until the last 10 minutes, and they gave him like this dialogue that was so stupid. It just made me hate the character after I liked him the whole movie. But yeah, this was alright, and you can get this for like almost nothing on eBay. I actually bought 2 copies because the first one that came to me was all mangled. I ended up getting a refund, and then I bought another copy. I think I spent like 1 penny on the first one and 99 cents on the second one. The next one I got is High Crimes, starring Ashley Judd and Morgan Freeman. There's the cover. This is like a suspense. Oh, it also has what's his name? Jim Caviezel in it, and I think Jim Caviezel's character, he was like the best. His acting was the best in this film. This was a pretty good thriller. Basically, Jim Caviezel's character is married to Ashley Judd. Ashley Judd is a defense lawyer, and Jim Caviezel, like, they're just doing some Christmas shopping, and all of a sudden all these FBI agents come and arrest him, and it turns out that he's wanted for murder and like nobody knows what's going on and they're trying to figure it out. And Ashley Judd and Morgan Freeman are representing him. It's actually in a military court because he never told her, but he was in the military and he was accused of something, so he had run away from it. And he didn't tell her because he didn't want her to leave him or whatever. But definitely, this is cool. It has a twist ending. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I bought this for $3 at like a local video game store, so that it was well worth $3. The next one I got, this movie was really not very good at all. It had a lot of bad acting in it, but it has Tom Hanks in it, and Tom Hanks' acting was really good. He really shined in this really crappy movie. It's like a big turd with like a diamond in it, and it's the Bonfire of the Vanities with Tom Hanks, Bruce Willis, and Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith is horrible. Oh my word, horrible. And Bruce Willis is not very good, but Melanie Griffith is just horrible, and Tom Hanks is just great. Like, he shows a lot of a wide range of emotion. Really liked this one. Well, the story wasn't that great, but I liked watching everything that Tom Hanks did. I liked watching it. Might just be because I have a man crush on him, but yeah, I enjoyed it just for Tom Hanks. But besides that, the movie sucks. The next one I got is another Clint Eastwood film, In the Line of Fire. And basically Clint Eastwood's character is a Secret Service agent. He was actually an agent back when JFK was assassinated. There's the cover. And he's the Secret Service agent for the current president as well. And this guy makes a threat on the president's life. He actually calls Clint Eastwood himself because he's kind of like challenging him in a way. And the whole movie is like this cat and mouse game between the two of them. It was just okay. Nothing very special. Nothing great at all. But it was interesting to watch. A good suspense watch if you got nothing else to watch. The next one I got, this was pretty good, especially since I had never heard of it. I actually saw it on a list online. It was the top 30 movies you've never heard of, and I had never heard of it. It's called Iggy Goes Down. It was okay, but it was rather hard to watch at times. Just, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I was just in the wrong state of mind. But it stars Kieran Culkin and Jeff Goldblum and Amanda Peet, Ryan Felipe. And basically, it's about this kid who's, I don't know, I guess he's just trying to find his place in the world, and all this crap's going on. Susan Sarandon's in it, and I hated her, but what happens to her makes it worthwhile. I don't know why, I just really don't like Susan Sarandon. She just always seems kind of trashy to me. But yeah, this one's worth watching, especially if you've never seen it. I thought it was cool. I was surprised that I had never heard of it before. This next one I got, I only bought it because Michael Cera's in it and because it was $2.99. It's called Paper Heart, and this is like a mockumentary. It's basically about this girl. I think that in real life she's some kind of a performer, but I had never heard of her. I'm sorry if she's someone I should have heard of, but I had never heard of her. And this is the only movie she's been in. I checked, and it's the only movie she's ever been in. And basically, she plays herself. Michael Cera plays himself, and it's a mockumentary, like I said. And this girl says that she doesn't believe in true love or anything, and she so they're just, this camera crew is following her around, and she's interviewing people, asking them what they think love is, and she ends up meeting Michael Cera, and they kind of fall in love with each other, and it's kind of cool. There's one part of it that I didn't like, but just one tiny little scene, and then everything else was really good, and the ending is really, really funny, so it's worth watching just for the ending. If you can get it cheap, definitely check it out. If you don't expect it to be like a really hilarious film like most Michael Cera stuff is, it's not that funny. It's just okay. The ending is quite funny though. This next one I got, this is a guilty pleasure movie. I actually used to own this probably like 5 or 6 years ago, but like I told you in the past, my original DVD collection I actually sold off, and I began collecting them again in 2006. So I probably had about 250 DVDs, and I sold all of them. But this is one of the ones I had, and it's Stuck on You, starring Matt Damon, Greg Kinnear, and Eva Mendes. And it's about these Siamese twins. They are stuck together still, obviously, and the one of them wants to be an actor, but the other one will basically almost pass out or throw up if he thinks that anyone's looking at him. So it's pretty funny. And it's a guilty pleasure, like I said. It's not a very good movie, but I mean, I guess it is good. I think it's pretty funny. So it's just not like anything great. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I like it. You should at least check it out. And this is the last one I got. This one I didn't really like very much. It was okay, but certain parts of it's very difficult to watch because it's a true story, and the guy really went through a lot of horrible things. It's starring Tom Cruise. It's Born on the 4th of July, and one funny little story that has nothing to do with the movie, but my father and I both watched this film for the first time on the same day, and we didn't even know that each other was watching it. I found out the next day. I was talking to my dad, and he said, "Hey, have you ever seen the movie Born on the 4th of July?" And I said, "Yeah, I just watched it yesterday for the first time." He's like, "What?" He's like, "I watched it yesterday for the first time too." He actually watched it on TV. He recorded it on his DVR, and he watched it, and I watched it as well. Most of it I thought was really good. The beginning of the movie is really fun to watch. It's really great. There's the cover. I liked it a lot, but like I said, it just gets really difficult to watch, and it is a true story, but it's worth watching. Anyways, guys, that's it. I'm not sure how long this video is, but it feels like it's pretty long. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that the camera angle is good, and I hope that you all will leave plenty of comments below. And yeah, I guess that's it. I think I'm about to go watch some more movies so I can show you more next month. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.